Hello all, welcome to my trading analysis for February 1st. Please remember that this is not financial advice. I am not licensed to give financial advice. This is for purely education purposes. I'm showing what I'm analyzing right now and the way that I'm doing it, and hopefully you can learn something on the process. So let's jump to what I'm seeing right now. This platform is called TradingView. It's the one that I'm using for my technical analysis. I'm going to do another video after to show you how to set up indicators and the kind of strategy and numbers that I'm looking at. We are going to be looking just at 4 stocks every day. So the ones that I'm most focused right now are Tesla. So let's jump to that one. Okay. So the way that I start my analysis, I always start looking at the daily trend to see where we are. This is Tesla. Looking that we are still above the 800s here. You can see some gray lines that I have added. These lines represent targets that other firms and other people are looking. It's very important for you to know what the market is looking, and that is the reason why I'm including that one. You can see it. We have JP Morgan with a target at 90, we have Barclays with a target at 230, and then I think we have like a couple of one. This one is the most bullish one at $1,036. So for trading, I usually use the 1 hour. So let's jump to 1 hour here. In the daily, we already saw that we are in a bullish trend. So I'm going to be looking at opportunities to buy. Here, I am not seeing any opportunities to buy right now because we're below all our moving averages that we have here. So, however, it seems that the targets that they had here, so this again is the 800 and the 780 target that people are looking on the street. So it's holding right now. Let's see. Let's try to add some of our other indicators. Oops, here we go. Okay, so you can see this is our Fibonacci retracement. Again, I'm going to be posting another video on how to set these ones up and how to understand the levels that we have here. For right now, what we're looking is that we have a big support around the 800 area. And I'm still quite bullish on this one. However, in the 1 hour, I'm still seeing that the price is below this 180 moving average. So this white line that you are seeing here has now been broken and price is below that one. So I'm not seeing any big opportunities to buy this one here. Another one that I'm looking at is IPOE. So this one is a fintech company that is going through a SPAC right now. So in this one, actually quite bullish on that one, and I enter my position at around 23. Right here is when I enter my position. So it came down to the 180 average and then it jumped back on. So right now, from the moment that I enter my position up to where we are right now, let's see how much this is right now. So we're looking at something like, let's say 20% profit on the highest that we had last week. So this one, let's see where we have targets for that one. Where do we have? So as I'm going through this one, so Fibonacci's retracement, you can see that I'm always starting from the top price that I'm seeing, and then I'm dragging it to the lowest part that I'm seeing in the chart that I'm analyzing. Right now, what we saw here was a big support that we had on this one. When we have a support in 50%, we are usually going up to 61%, sometimes higher. So in this one I'm having a target of $32. That is the one that we have around here. So still we have some way to go. Let's try to see what we have on the daily chart for this one. Okay, so quite a recent stock, had a huge jump just a couple of days after it went into the market. You're seeing right here, so we have a perfect Fibonacci here, and then our target is very likely going to be $32. Now let's move on to the next one. So NEO is another one that I'm looking at. So on the daily chart, you can see still quite bullish on this one. The moving average here, so here this one is the 50 moving average here, is holding quite well for the past couple of days, even weeks, going back to end of December is when we saw this one. So it's still being very bullish on this one. Now let's try to find some entry points on the 1 hour. Okay, so 1 hour, quite similar to what is happening with Tesla. So we have moved below the 180 average, and this one stopped acting as a support here, and now it is acting as a resistance right here. So I am not seeing any bullish entry points on this one. Actually, if I was in a position in this one, I would have already gotten out, just because of these big lines and this level here acting as resistance. Let's see what are the possible points of entry that we're going to be looking at. Okay, so once again here we're looking 50% retracement is acting as a support here. However, I would like to see price above these averages before we start a position. If you're wondering what a nice entry point looks like, let's try to go here a couple of months. Like, look, you see these ones are perfect. So if we start to analyze the past, so let's see that we were looking at this one here. So we had some action here, again Fibonacci from the top level to the lowest level that we have here, retracement to 61%. We wait until price is above the moving averages, and then this one here would have been like an amazing entry point. So look, entry point around 52, and then we stay on the trade until price breaks down those moving average, which would have been somewhere around here. So this trade following this methodology would have made what, about 14% is what we would be looking at that trade. So right now, again, going back to today's action price, still quite bullish. When we look at the daily chart here, we're seeing that these levels are acting as support now, so we still have some retracement here, quite bullish on the daily chart. We try to look at an entry point on the 1 hour, and because we are below these moving averages here, we're not seeing any, but as soon as we go back to these lines that we have here, is going to be possible entry point. So something to watch for these days. Let's go to the last one that we're going to be looking at today. This one is Bitcoin. So Bitcoin, again, start from the daily chart. I'm going to remove this one again to show you how to draw them. You see, price action has been extremely choppy on these days. It's not something that these are not the kind of trades that I like to enter. These are huge variances in price and people not deciding where they want to go. Even last week, when was this one on? We're talking about 29th of January, so Thursday last week, we were seeing the price trying to go up again, but look, this huge line here, like, let's see how much this one is. I think just that when we're looking at 11% is too volatile for me. I don't like to enter those kind of trades. I like it more when the price is more stable and people and the market are in exactly the same thing. When you're looking at these huge wicks, like look, this price here, like people are just not sure where they want to go. Now, nevertheless, you see our moving averages, they are holding here, very nice support. Seeing a pattern here, we're having this consolidation right here, like, where is the line? So you see this one right here, we are consolidating here. So is this level here keeps acting as support. We're trying to go above this one. So any break above this line is pretty likely that price is going to keep going up. So let's draw our Fibonacci's right here to see price action. Okay, let's go again from the top candle to the bottom one. Then we see retracement to 61%. So look, as close as we are to this level is where we want to have an entry point. And then our target is going to be actually, oh, look at that. We're looking at somewhere between 62,000 as a target. Now, to find the entry point, let's go to the 1 hour chart. 1 hour, okay. So, let's remove some of these lines so we can see something here. Okay, so this is what I was telling you guys. We have a lot of action. People are not defining where we want to go. Is not the kind of place where I would like to trade. I am not seeing that many entry points here, so probably we had one entry point here, probably we had another one here, but you see how fast price retraced. So what we're looking at, and I think right now is looking actually quite well for an entry point here, is price above these averages. You see we have here the 9, the 50, the 180, they are holding price right here. Let's draw with a small Fibonacci here to see some levels of support. So again, we're looking somewhere around the 33,000 price is the support that we have. So if we start to see candles go above here and above these lines here, that is the one that I draw from the daily chart where we are having some consolidation, we have some actions around here, we are going to be able to enter a trade. Like as soon as we have a green candle in the 1 hour that is closing here, it's a good place to enter a trade. And then we are going to have, as I said before, look at this one, probably first target is going to be 44,000, but we were looking at the daily chart, is very likely going up to 62,000. So that's it, guys. This is what we're looking for today. I'm going to be adding some street targets to all the other stocks that I'm looking at. I'm just focusing on stocks that I'm trading right now. And that is why I'm only going to be looking at maximum 4 stocks every day. If you have any questions, if you have any comments, just leave the comments below. I'm going to be very happy to reply to them. And I'm going to be posting another video just to show you what is the system and how I'm looking to enter trades. Thank you very much for joining and be safe.